Yeah. He
Yeah.
didn't wash his hands.
I did wash my
Oh.
hands.
You did not go pee and wash your hands in this amount of time.
Yes, I pee
He
fast.
washed his hands with his pee.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, you want me to take my computer with me to the sink?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. We're going.
I want to feel you pee.
That's strange.
Damn.
I want it to be like I actually have my hand on your dick and your pee.
It's alright. I still washed my hands. I'm not unclean.
No one here heard it. It's not true.
I just peed really fast. And then washed my hands at a reasonable speed.
I'm not
Fucking
laughing at
sinner.
you, but whatever, like, I don't know, you just say funny shit. Stop it.
Sorry.
Stop
I
being so
always do
funny.
this.
Why the
I
fuck
always
are
do
you
this.
so funny?
A curse.
Start. I'm gonna make it a little bit louder. Act 1, catch my eyes. Whew.
Hello, Loner.
Yeah,
Greetings.
now it's too loud for me. Sorry.
Hello, Kevin.
It's early in the morning. This is the path I always take to get to school. I normally have to hurry, but today I'm taking it easy. I had a little extra time to get out of the house, which is kind of unusual. I'm feeling good under the warm morning sunshine and cool morning breeze as I head to school. Mi escuela. I'm not in a hurry, but it still doesn't take long to get to school. My house isn't right next to the school, but it isn't that far away either. Even if I don't leave as early as I did today, I never have to run to get to school on time or anything. That's what I'm thinking as I change into my school slippers. I absentmindedly climb the stairs, heading to my classroom on the second floor. Class 2-2. I put my hand on the door to open it, and then... Oi, shit. Oh, Makun, good morning! You're here earlier than usual! How unlike you! Oh. Her loud, ear-splitting voice shakes me out of my morning daze. Good morning! Oh, wait, that's me. Good morning, Akemi. Good morning, Akemi. I see you're getting a head start on being loud and obnoxious today.
What is that?
Is this the girl that's just, like, screaming?
There's nothing wrong with being energetic! This overly spirited person is Tsunemi Akemi. She's always like this. I know, I almost said that. She's always like this, the kind of person who's always going full throttle from the moment she wakes up until the moment she falls asleep.
Pardon.
You're not energetic, you're out of control. Damn, dude. There's me.
Hey, have you noticed something?
What?
She has one eye closed.
Damn foreshadowing, am I right?
Yeah, I am. I am right.
But I guess that's what I should be expecting by now. Morning, Tomo. You know her better than I do, right? Does she have a volume knob? Oh, he too has one eye closed. Morning. I've known Akemi for a long time, and I can say for sure that no, she doesn't. This is Ochiai Tomoyori. He's a zombie in contrast to Akemi's liveliness. But like Akemi, his energy level is constant. He's lifeless all day, every day. Yeah, I've only known her for a little while, but I'm starting to realize that you'll get used to it.
Oh
my god, lately you've started treating me as bad as Tomoko! Is this really how you should be treating someone you've only known for 2 months? Considering how annoying you are, do you really expect me to treat you any differently? Yeah, I've only known these two for about 2 months, though I've gotten pretty close to them in that time. I'm Fukunaga Mamoru.
Wait, what's his voice sound like? Is it just like really slow?
I'm guessing, but I don't have time to be slow. 2 months ago, I had to switch high schools because of my parents' work.
How low can you go?
Fall's almost over. I transferred in the middle of the season, and because of that, I was a bit of an oddity among the other students. I was really nervous at first, but luckily these two came along and we became friends. That's me, Tomoko-kun! Say something! Well, it seems like you two are getting close. Yeah, thanks to you. Hey, don't ignore me! I can say for sure that Tomo is the real reason I'm comfortable here now. He doesn't take care of his appearance, and he's not the warmest person you'll ever meet, but he's pretty smart and ultimately a good guy. I learned how dependable, he is pretty good. Okay, ignoring me is now forbidden, you hear me? We might be ignoring her, but I guess I owe Akemi as well. The fact that she's so annoyingly loud is her only real flaw. I don't know anyone more inspiring than her. Lately, Akemi's been trying to get me to hang out with her friend and Tomo all the time. The two seem to balance each other out, though. It's not a perfect balance by any means. From what I hear, they've been friends since they were kids, though Tomo once told me she's basically just been following me around this whole time. Oh god, the bell scared me! The bell rings, it's only time for homeroom. What's first period today? Math, our homework is due today. You did it, right? Yeah, yesterday I finished with time to spare for a change. I was actually able to get to bed early because of that. I said ignoring me was forbidden! Hey! The morning lessons end and lunchtime begins. Lunchtime, time to eat! We move from our classroom. Yeah, he does. To one farther down the hall. We're the only ones in here, and Akemi's thundering voice echoes in the empty classroom. The three of us have been coming to this empty classroom for lunch since I transferred to this school. On the menu for today is Salisbury steak. Awesome! What are you, a kid? Come on, can you at least lower the volume during lunch? Tomo, help me out here. After a moment, Tomo replies, what do you want me to do? Then he sighs and snatches Akemi's chopsticks from her. Then as Akemi opens her mouth to protest, Tomo stuffs a piece of Salisbury steak into her mouth.
Shove that fucking meat down her throat.
She seems to have forgotten anything she wanted to say when the food entered her mouth. She quietly chews it. Her mood improves a moment later and her expression dissolves into bliss as she chews. She really is an airhead. I'm not her keeper, you know. Could have fooled me. Who else could hold back the freight train of a girl? Do you think I can hold back a freight train? Okay, maybe not. Exactly! Akemi cries, spewing food everywhere. Then realizing what she just did, she hastily closes her mouth and swallows it. I'm the #1 most cheerfulest girl in town, Tsunemi Akemi-chan. And with that, she goes back to eating her lunch. I guess she can't stay quiet for so long, no matter what she's doing. I'm hungry. The most cheerfulest girl in town. I don't think you have any competition for that title. No kidding, she's one of our school celebrities. Tomo starts on his own lunch. Seriously? One of? You mean there's more? Yeah, our high school has a lot of unusual students. There's a lot of rumors floating around concerning our school, it seems. Wow, what other kinds of celebrities are there? You don't know about any of them? Well, first there's... Whoa. Tomo takes a quick glance at Akemi, but she seems to be lost in her own food-induced paradise. She's not even listening to us anymore. Well, there's a lot of them if you really want to know. I'll tell you later. He doesn't want to talk about this in front of Akemi. I guess it's a touchy subject, but I'll make it a point to ask about it later. All done! You eat way too fast. Crap, I barely touched any of my own food while we were chatting. I should have started on my lunch while she had her mouth closed. I'm not going to get another chance now. Hey, what are you two talking about? I was recounting the epic saga of how you won your fame. You seemed to be really interested in it. So I wanted him to hear it from the source. Wait, what? Really? Sure thing, Makun. Do you want to hear about the time I saved the town for the first time with my fantastic powers? I hadn't met Tomo-kun yet, and... No, I really don't want to hear about that. Come on, Tomo. A minute ago, you told me to take care of her, and now you're telling me to and now I'm telling you to do it. I haven't even touched my food yet, so you be her friend for a bit. And without a second glance, he starts eating his lunch in silence. Makun, are you listening? So anyway, my mom had gone out shopping and... No, you are the one who needs to listen. Man, how did I get roped into this? And so for the rest of the lunchtime, I got stuck listening to her story while I finished my lunch and gave her the occasional nod. When do I meet my Cyclops girlfriend? Makun, where's Tomo-kun? Akemi calls out to me as I'm packing my stuff. She rushed out of the classroom right when class ended, and it seems she came back just as quickly. He said he had some things to take care of back at his place and left a little early. What's up? Oh, really? Well, can you take this to the third-year classrooms for me? I promise to return this before the end of the day, but I've got a club meeting I gotta go to, so... She hands me a saltpaper bag. It feels like it's got a book or something inside it. I sigh. Fine, I'll do it. Thanks a bunch. I'll give it to the student class 3-2 named Yay Katashi. I'm counting on you. No sooner does she say that than she disappears once again. She can't just sit still, can she? I suppose I better get going too. No telling how long this Yay person, or Yai, I don't know, Yai person is going to be there for. I finish packing up and head to the classrooms on the 3rd floor. Oi. Oi. I arrive at the 3rd-year student's classroom with Akemi's package and look for the person I'm supposed to deliver it to, but some of the other students tell me she stepped out for a bit. They say she'll be back soon and that I could just wait here for her, but 10 minutes pass and she's still nowhere to be found. Maybe I should have one of the people here give it to her and just go home? School's over and most of the students have been at their club activities for a while now. While I'm waiting in the 3rd-year classroom, the other students file out and the school grounds slowly become devoid of life. The noise of daytime activity has all but disappeared. I feel like I'm in detention. I want to go home already. Giving up, I leave the classroom and turn toward the stairwell. My classroom is on the 2nd floor, so I usually don't spend my time up here. The layouts of the 2 floors are pretty much identical, but somehow I feel like this is some alternate dimension. And just as I'm about to descend the stairs, I start to hear what I think are sobs coming from nearby. Wah! I figured I was alone and had relaxed because of that, but the sudden sobbing catches me off guard and I freeze. I hold my breath and strain my ears. It's not my imagination. Someone nearby is crying softly. Hearing someone crying in an empty school building sounds like the beginning of a horror story. What am I saying? This isn't a horror story. School might be over, but the sun hasn't even gone down yet. Finding someone else in the building isn't that strange. Well, I say that, but this situation isn't exactly normal either. The sobbing continues. It sounds like it's coming from the next floor up. It's quiet, but it reverberates off the narrow stairwell walls. It's definitely coming from the floor above me, though I didn't realize it until now. But this building only has 3 floors. The only thing above me is the roof, right? School is over. The door to the roof should be locked by now, but I can still hear the crying, so there's no way it could be coming from there. But if the door is locked, that means the way to get up is just a dead end. I can't walk up there to check and claim I happened to walk by. But before I can think it through, my curiosity has me turning around and heading back up the stairs. I climb step by step up the stairs as quietly as I can, though I can't help but make a little noise. As I get closer to the source of the sobbing, I begin to hear it more clearly. There's just one voice, and judging by the sound of it, it's a girl's. It feels like I'm climbing up 10 stories, but it only takes a few seconds, and suddenly I'm almost on the landing. I take the last step and turn toward the source of the crying. In front of me was a girl wearing her school's uniform. She's leaning against the door to the roof, sobbing. The girl hears me walking toward her and starts shivering as she turns her head toward me. Nothing up to this point has been too out of the ordinary, at least until I saw her face. Oh, damn.
Is she really
Okay.
fucked up?
The girl stares at me with her single eye, her face sopping wet from crying. And I don't mean that she was missing an eye. She literally had one giant eye in the middle of her face. Suddenly she registers that I'm standing in front of her and she jumps, drawing her limbs into her body. A bit of light reflects off the unwiped tears near her wide open eye. I can tell by the way she's looking at me that she's terrified. She's not the only one though. Without really understanding what I'm looking at, I stare at her, unmoving, and she does the same. She's wearing her school's uniform, but is she really a student here? No matter how many times I blink, a second eye doesn't suddenly grow in her face, and I finally realize that what I'm seeing is reality. Faced with this girl who looks like she belongs in a fairy tale, I begin to panic. Strangely, though, I'm able to keep my fright from showing. The situation is so unreal, I guess my brain just refuses to fully acknowledge it. I heard crying and I came to hear what was going on. Are you alright? The longer the silence drags on, the harder it becomes to break it. I try to come up with anything to say to force myself out of this stupor. But my mind is completely blank. At this point, anything is better than silence. It seems her mind is just as blank as mine. I work my mouth soundlessly a few times before finally spewing out the first thing that comes to my mind. Do you need something to wipe your face? Her uniform is black, so I can't tell if it's wet from her crying into it. She doesn't have a handkerchief or anything, though. I produce my own handkerchief from my pocket and move to offer it to her. I approach the girl sitting at the top of the stairs and give her the handkerchief, and once again she starts shivering in fear. She looks at me like I'm some kind of monster. Am I really that scary? Isn't she the monster here? Oh. Thank you! I hold the handkerchief out stiffly for several seconds, then cautiously, oh so cautiously, she takes the handkerchief and wipes her face. Those are the first words she's spoken so far, but her trembling voice is so quiet that I almost don't hear it. I only transferred to this school about 2 months ago. I don't think I've seen you around. This is definitely the first time we've met, of course. I'm sure that if I had seen her before, her face would have been burned into my mind. There's no way I could forget what I'm seeing now. Should I ask her to give my handkerchief back? It's obvious from the way she's looking at me. She's still confused and afraid. We're not going to get anywhere at this rate. We must be in different classes since I haven't seen you around. What grade and class are you in? I'm in class 2-2. Class 1-2! She actually gave me a proper response this time. She really is a student here. I guess not a monster or something. Suddenly it hits me that I've been sharing the same school and, hell, the same world with this person all this time. Oh, 1 year lower then? Yeah! The conversation grinds to a halt and I can't think of anything else to say. Actually, that's not true. I have a mountain of things I want to ask her, but all of it has to do with her appearance and I'm hesitant to bring that up. Time passes as I hurriedly try to think of something to say to fill the silence. What can I say? My mind is totally blank. Every heartbeat seems louder than the last, and the panic I thought had subsided wells up inside my mind again. I don't think I can keep this up. Right, I have to get going. Ah! The girl looks like she wants to say more, but without another word, I turn and flee down the stairs. I head to the shoe rack, change my shoes, and start rushing home. I walk for a few more seconds after clearing the campus gates, then I pause for a moment and take a deep breath. Jeez. It seems that girl didn't follow me or even call after me. She's probably still sitting at the top of the steps in that desolate stairway. A cool wind is blowing as I walk home and I gradually regain my composure. My heart is still racing though. I think I'm going to feel uneasy about what just happened for a long time. I was really surprised. Maybe I still don't fully understand what I saw. I'll have to think about it more. Was it fear? Was I afraid of her? No, there's nothing scary about some girl, even if she is. Honestly, I can't shake the thought that she might be some kind of monster, but she might be a human high school student, right? I was definitely scared of my wits at first, but I think if she wanted to hurt me, she would have done it. In fact, she's beyond harmless. She's as timid as a mouse. But if that's the case, why do I still feel uneasy? Is my mind just unable to accept that she only has one eye? No, that's not it. It's not like I was avoiding staring at her or anything. Actually, I don't think I could have looked away even if I wanted to. Whatever, it's not worth dwelling on. The fact that I'm not disgusted by her after all this means it was just pure surprise, right? Yeah, I think that's a reasonable conclusion at any rate. I think it's safe to say anyone who saw her face wouldn't forget it anytime soon. And I'm thinking this over, I can finally write blah 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 blah. I go to my house. I was so absorbed in my thoughts. I guess I was on autopilot all the way home. I'm home. This is my house? Damn. Oh,
Wait,
welcome
what does your house
home.
look like?
I don't know, but these brush strokes don't really do it justice. Or it's supposed to look gross on purpose or whatever. It looks like layers of cake. Oh, welcome home.
Yeah,
You're
it
a little
does,
late,
like-
aren't you? What were you
Like the
doing?
wallpaper is frosting.
Yeah, basically.
Frog-
Akemi wrote me into being her errand boy. She wanted me to deliver something for her. I didn't
Correct,
deliver it.
Kevin.
Later that night, I let out a deep sigh as I'm lying in my futon, unable to sleep. For some reason, I couldn't tell my mom about the one-eyed girl. It wasn't like it was a traumatic event or anything, but I almost feel guilty. At any rate, I can't stop thinking about her face. I know that if I don't fall asleep, I'm going to have to rush to school tomorrow. I tried to forget everything that happened today, but I just can't keep my eyes closed. She looked like she wanted to say something back there, but I panicked and ran away. I kind of regret not saying. I'm thirsty. I roll over in my futon several times, but eventually I come to a decision. I'm going to try to find that girl again. I feel like I should at least learn her name. Whoa. Oh, damn. It moves.
I want you to know.
Have an eye for? Damn, I didn't expect it to move.
Wait, what move?
The girl! The next day.
Oh. It is moving.
Oh, jeez.
I try to clear my head as I'm walking to school, but I can't stop thinking about that girl. Should I leave class during the break to go look for her? It's going to be difficult to leave without a good excuse, though. Maybe when school's over, I'll go to where I met her yesterday and say I just happened by. But there's no guarantee she's going to be at the same place today. Besides, I didn't exactly handle that situation gracefully, leaving her like I was trying to run away. Definitely not the best first impression to make. I'll have to think of some excuse for going. Why did I even want to investigate her crying in the first place? I'm not even sure I know myself. That girl, I don't even know her name. What should I call her? Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I even think of what to call her, I have to actually find her first. I'll ask her name as Juice of myself, and that'll probably be good enough. She'll probably think I'm some kind of freak, but I guess that's fine. Maybe if I just talk to her, it'll lighten up some tension between us. I look up to find I've arrived at school. Looks like I was on autopilot again. I get inside, change my shoes, and head up to the second floor where my classroom is. As I walk up the stairs, I see something strange moving out of the corner of my eye. Oh! She's actually kind of
I
cute.
forgot there was music.
Peeking
What,
around the corner of the
girl?
connecting hallway is a head of brown hair. It's the girl I've been seeing in my mind all morning. I seem to be the only one who notices her head popping around the corner. She must think that pose will keep her totally hidden, as if she's in a manga or something. But she really stands out, at least to me. She's moving her eye around frantically, and sure enough, she picks me out from within the sparse crowd. I'm so surprised to see her that all I can think is, why is a first-year student on the second-year floor? Before she hurries up to me. Here! She hands me a familiar handkerchief. That's right, I had totally forgotten that I lent it to her yesterday. I take the handkerchief, which she's folded neatly into a perfect square. I think she even washed it. Yesterday, thank you. As soon as she says this in her tiny voice, she runs down the stairs and Who? Diego, hello, you weeb.
Yo.
Vanishes around the corner. Hold on, wait. I can't stop myself from calling out, but the morning bell rings, drowning out my voice for me. Oh well, I head to my own classroom. The lunch bell rings. I stash my book. What are you saying?
You're playing a video game.
Yeah, I am. I'm also streaming.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
Panic!
No.
I stash my book in my desk and bolt out the classroom. I didn't even get to thank the girl for washing my handkerchief. I go to look for her to say what I wanted to earlier. I have a good excuse to talk to her now, but I can't let this chance slip away. I arrive at the end of the hallway, but instead of going down to the first year classrooms, I head up the stairs. I don't know for sure, but I think there's a good chance she's going to be up where I met her yesterday. Even if she's not, I could just look elsewhere. I get up to the third floor and keep going all the way up to the stairs that lead to the roof. Hey! Oh, she is here! Aww. Just like yesterday, she's sitting on the same step at the top of the stairs. I see her shoulders jolt when she hears my voice and she looks up at me. Her mouth is open and closing rapidly. She wants to say something but can't find the words. She's in the same position I was yesterday, it seems. Thanks for washing my handkerchief. I didn't get a chance to say it earlier.
Why is she,
Yeah.
like, beat up?
Because
Probably just, like, wanted
typical anime high school girls beat each other up and then they tear each other's clothes because then their parents will have to pay for her uniform. There's a lot of
She can
confusion
afford
in her.
bandages, but not to sew the sleeves.
So the fact that she's looking everywhere at my face tells me she's not sure what to do. I'm obviously making her uncomfortable, but I'm not going to run away like I did yesterday. So is this where you eat your lunch, huh? Do you mind if I join you? I say this as gently as possible as I notice the lunchbox she's got perched on her knees. That's a good place to put it, I guess. Yeah, if you're going somewhere during lunchtime, you're probably bringing your lunch as well. While we're talking, I take out my own lunch. Now that I think of it, I don't know if she has any other friends to eat lunch with. Huh? Oh, no! Her answer comes too quickly and I wonder if she really means it. Her eyes start darting wildly around the corridor in her effort to avoid making eye contact. She begins to look even more nervous. Thanks, I'll just sit down by these steps. She didn't tell me to go away at least. I take a seat next to her and unpack my lunch. This seems to startle her and she leans away from me as if she's trying to escape. I sat next to her, but it's not like I'm that close to her. I'm a little offended. While I'm unpacking my lunch, I look her over as casually as I can manage. Up until now, it's fixated on her eye, but the rest of her appearance is pretty striking as well. Her head is covered in bandages, her hair is messy and unkempt. Her uniform looks like it's been ripped apart and only partially stitched back together. I catch a glimpse of her skin on her shoulders and stomach and it looks far from normal. I notice that she has bruises or maybe birthmarks, I'm not sure which, all over her legs, her neck, and anywhere else I can see. The skin on her dainty limbs looks white as a ghost. She doesn't look healthy by any standard. Is that? Suddenly our eyes meet. I guess I'm staring too, obviously. Whoa! We quickly break eye contact, but she keeps shooting me sidelong glances, like she's worried I'll attack her or something. I'm clutching my chopsticks, but my lunch remains untouched. The long silence is getting uncomfortable. I try to strike up some conversation. Come to think of it, I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Fukunaga Mamoru. What's your name? It's Usui Sachi. Sachi, huh? Nice to finally meet you. Nice to meet you. It looks like she's not too talkative, though I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I have to keep the conversation going somehow.
Is his last name Fukunaga?
Fukunaga, yeah. Fukunaga.
Yeah.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Damn. Do you always eat lunch up here? Does anyone else ever come up with you or anything? Yes, I always eat here. No one else comes with me. Maybe that was too forward, but the fact that no one else comes up here with her isn't too surprising. She's probably always alone. She shifts her attention onto me, watching me cautiously. Is she that afraid of me touching her? I see. So what do you do during lunch break then? Read, finish homework, a few other things. Oh really? What kind of book are you reading? I haven't really read any novels lately. Sorry! Sachi cries out abruptly, her voice rising like she's about to lose her mind. My lunch, I'm done, so, excuse me. No sooner does she say this that she scoops up her almost untouched lunchbox and runs down the stairs. I can't really chase after her with my lunchbox sitting open on my legs, so she leaves me behind. Ooh, we have noodles. Aww.
Do we?
I have noodles, fuck y'all. Oh, I've just been run out on, and silence falls over the stairwell. I guess trying to force conversation like that backfired. Sachi only ever replied to my questions with a few words at a time, but she kept looking over at me with her worried eye. Did I really make her that uneasy? Is it that hard for her to open up to me? This girl seems to lead a very troubled life, and I might not ever be able to get close to her. No, just because I had one unsuccessful experiment doesn't mean I should give up. Before, I thought that I'd be satisfied if I just spoke to her once, but now I have an overwhelming desire to get to know her. I have to become friends with her now, no matter what. I can't give up. I have to keep trying. Yeah, well, being enthusiastic about it is one thing, but there's nothing I can do right now. I might as well eat my food. While I think of a way to meet her again, I finish off what's left of my lunch. But it's so quiet here now. What?
This guy's super creepy. He talked to her like 3 times and he's like, I must find out another way to meet up with her.
I know,
It's
right?
love. It's love at first sight.
Yeah, obviously. The voices of the students talking down below are so quiet that the sound of my chopsticks clicking against my lunchbox is like a hammer on stone. Even the sound of my shirt rustling as I move is like the howling wind in comparison. How could she eat like this every day? As I close my empty lunchbox, I make up my mind I absolutely have to become friends with her.
Has the text
And
box...
that's how Mina became a stalker.
Has the text box always had
Bandages?
on it?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that until now.
Returning to my classroom, I catch Tomo and Ikemi just as they're finishing their lunches. Hey, where'd you go? The two of us ate our lunches together, all alone! Come to think of it, I never said anything to them as I left. Oh, my bad, I finished my lunch too. Where'd you run off to? Hey, have you guys seen a first-year girl with a really unusual appearance? What do you mean by that? A first-year girl, the one with the ocular issue? Yeah, that
Looks
sounds like
that.
her. What? What are you talking about? Something I don't know about? Oh, this probably isn't something you'd want to hear. It's not really a happy story. Wow, rude! You shouldn't keep things from your friends! That's not what I meant, but... Anyway, why do you want to know? What do you want to know about her? No reason, I just heard about her and got curious is all. Do you know her? Personally, no. I've seen her around, but I've never talked to her. As far what I've heard about her, I'm not sure if that's true or not. It might be all just baseless rumors. That's fine. Just tell me what you know. Are you sure you really want to know? Tomo looks side to side like he wants to make sure no one else is listening, even though the three of us are alone in here. Yeah? Alright. He promptly turns away from me and stares at the floor. He looks as though he's staring into another dimension. Fine, but take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. Uh-huh.
What a guy.
A first-year student in class 2, female, named Usui something. I only remember her family name, but she only has one eye. Wait, one eye? You mean she lost one in an accident? She didn't lose one, she only ever had one, right in the center of her face. One big eye. What? You mean she was born that way? I don't know the details, but it seems that she was. I've only seen her from afar, but I really don't think that's an injury. There's really a person like that in one of our first-year classes? I've never seen or heard about her. Not once. Well, we are in a different year from her, but regardless, I guess she's trying hard to stay hidden, both from the other students and from herself. What do you mean she's trying to stay hidden from herself? I told you it wasn't a happy story. Tomo takes a quick glance at Ikemi. She seems worried to have said so much about Sachi around her, though it's not like I forced him to tell me. Yesterday he avoided the subject of the school celebrities. Was that because he didn't want to talk about Sachi? That's all I've heard, but she does have a startling appearance. She's definitely not normal. Maybe she's creepy, maybe not, but you have to admit that at the very least she's unusual. She's fascinating to some and scary to others. I'm sure there are plenty more who find her disturbing. From what I hear, she's always covered in wounds. It's hard to believe they're all accidental, considering how many she has. So in that case, could they be from someone beating her up? If someone at her home is hurting her, I couldn't tell you, but there is a possibility that she's being bullied at school. Could that be it? Before I wasn't sure that what caused all her injuries, but thinking back, what Tomo's saying makes sense. Doesn't anyone try to protect her? I told you, all I know is rumors, not details, but... There's another student who is also a little famous, and I think she's the one responsible for bullying the girl. It's not Rui-chan, is it? This catches me off guard. Akemi, normally so loud, speaks in a hushed tone. Now that I think about it, she's been abnormally quiet the whole time Tomo's been telling us about Sachi. I always figured Akemi would be the first to denounce bullying whenever she sees it, but... Do you know her? I wouldn't say we know her per se. We just ran into her several times during middle school. Doesn't that mean they know her? Akemi seems to be staring into space now, thinking. Anyway, whether or not we know her doesn't really matter, but yes, the alleged assailant is this girl, Sadokawa Rui. I've heard that she's from the well-off household and was pampered growing up. As a result, she's very self-centered. That's the first impression when I first met her, but there's probably more to it than that. She's really popular among the other students as well. That also contributes to her behavior, at least I think so.
We are a dude, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How can you tell?
Check.
I was
That's
looking at
not
chat because I saw the word sub. I thought you were talking about Subway, but no, you're talking about SpongeBob.
Yeah, dude, this sub of SpongeBob is way better than the English.
Well,
sub.
tell me what your favorite Subway sandwiches are.
Meatball sub.
Philly
Damn.
cheesesteak.
Damn.
Wait, our favorite Subway sub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, sweet onion
Yeah.
teriyaki.
Oh.
Damn,
that's a plain
dude.
meatball.
I like a steak and cheese. I can find out the truth of this later on my own, but I think I'm starting to understand more of the situation now. So, what do you think of this one-eyed girl? As Tomo said, the fact is that Sachi is very unusual. I'm curious to know what he thinks about her. Depending on his response, I may have to change my plans. I just told you what I think, so tell me, what were you doing around lunch? Why are you so concerned about this? That always makes me hungry. I didn't plan on hiding it, but I guess I couldn't have anyway. Tomo seems to understand what I was getting at. I can't fool you. You made it too obvious. As I said before, I only have trivial information. You shouldn't judge a book by her cover, so to speak. I haven't concerned myself with her until now because I didn't have any reason to. That said, if you want to help her out, you've got my support. Aw, Tomoyori, you're so nice.
God damn.
I see. Well, thanks. I didn't think there'd be any problems, but still, I'm glad Tomo's so eager to help. I feel my face expressionless, but I breathe an internal sigh of relief. Wait, did you actually meet this girl, Makun? Akemi quickly returns to her previous loud demeanor. Yeah, I did. No fair, I want to make friends with this girl too, Makun. Introduce me! Yep, Akemi's back to her old self. The way she was acting before was so unlike her. She seemed worried when Sadokawa and her bullying came up. But now it's like she wasn't even here for that part of that conversation. At least I don't have to worry about Akemi being nice to Sachi if they ever did meet. She's so damn friendly. I'm not sure how I would do that. I mean, I'm not even really friends with her. Come on, what are you trying to say? I mean, it's just she's not used to talking with people, and I think talking to someone like you would really be overwhelming for her. What's that so supposed to be? You don't want me to meet her? That's definitely not fair. It's because your voice is capable of leveling buildings. Hey, come on. It's not like I'm going to be giving a speech to a huge audience. It's no exaggeration to say that I'm a professional at having super relaxed conversations with guys, girls, kids, and even dogs, cats, and lizards. It's definitely an exaggeration. You're intimidating with that loud voice of yours, and that meeting is going to end with a girl running away in tears. That's right, I know these two are good people, and as much as I want to introduce them to Sachi, I don't think suddenly coming by with two more people is a good idea when she barely even knows me. Boo, what about Tomo then?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think that would work either. Don't you think she'd be just a little scared of two guys doesn't really know walked up to her and started talking to her? She pouts at Tomo. He's right, I don't exactly have the friendliest face. It's safest if you meet with her on your own for a little while. It's true, he's really tall and he always has somewhat a strange look in his eyes. I'd probably scare her enough all on my own, but if I brought Tomo along, she'd probably scream and run away. Sorry, you two. Fine, I get it. I'll give you a little while. But someday you have to introduce me. Sure, I promise. Good luck. If you need help, just ask us. Thanks. If it comes to that, I'll gladly take your offer. God, I'm starving.
Go get some food.
Hey, Kyla.
What?
Is the fan cafe,
Yes.
is it an internet cafe? Is that canon? Or
Okay,
are we a maid cafe?
so Lucia said she wants it to be called Fam Cafe, but when I picture Fam Cafe, I picture like Boba Tea Lounge back in California, which is just a lounge where people drink boba and play board games. That's what I picture.
I mean, that's pretty close to what it is.
I picture a maid cafe and it's just all of us in maid uniforms.
Does
Looks at
everyone here
mage,
have
shady eyes
Yeah,
towards
what's up?
mage.
What? Did you just say Mage has shady eyes?
No. I put my shady eyes at mage to wear the maid uniform.
Oh, okay, I thought you said Mage has shady eyes.
I don't know, dude.
Gozekimasu. Welcome to our fam cafe.
The deck is...
Sugoi kawaii
Desu.
watch Chinakata. Would you like to try our special sushi?
Alright, I need some help, but let's make it quick. We're holding a
Special
war
today
council
is
as we're
Cyclops
finishing
Girl.
up our lunches. Quick it
Toi, toi,
is.
toi, toi.
What do you think is the best way to become friends with her? What makes you think I know? Okay, no, not just her. I mean in general, how do you make friends? Didn't you have any friends at your old school? Well, yeah, but... Then you should know, shouldn't you? No, it's not like that. I had tried to make friends. I just became friends with some people without even realizing it, I guess. That's why I need advice. That's kind of what happens to everyone. Okay, my turn now! Akemi, who'd been silent up until now, suddenly shouts, startling me. Honestly, I don't think she'll have any useful advice on this subject, but I want to eat my lunch, so I stay quietly and let her talk. Makon, the answer is simple. You just have to remember when you first met us! It's a little depressing if our first meeting is the only frame of reference she has. When I met you?
Wait,
Yeah, because we
How
became
long
friends
do we know each other?
2 months.
That's it?
Yeah, of course it's not like you could resist my fantastic charm, but still. No, at the time I was thinking, these guys are weird. I only got to know you out of morbid curiosity. What? That's mean! The fact that you're able to get along with us, nerds, means you're also weird, doesn't it?
Nerd.
I'm
Yeah,
not denying
that's
that.
Nerd.
No, deny it! I don't know what you're so
Deny it.
worried about. You're more sociable than me and not as loud as Akemi. Why are you guys always ganging up on me? Anyway, the point is that you don't want to scare her away, right? Yeah, pretty much. You're ignoring me again. And you were going to find her today, right? Yeah, I didn't even get to read the name of the act. God damn it. Besides, I don't want to spend the entire lunch break with her and I'd leave these two hanging. Are you sure you can't stand being away from us? Sometimes I think this guy can read minds. He really doesn't look it, but he does care about other people. I think I'll manage. I'm more worried about leaving you alone with Akemi. Don't remind me. I do like having someone else around who can keep this fool in check. What did you just call me? I wonder if I should even go. You sure you can keep her in check on your own if I'm not here? Then again, Sachi would be finishing up her lunch soon. I've been finishing up my own lunch in a hurry as we were talking as well. Since Sachi's eating alone, she probably won't take long to finish her food. Sachi? Is that the one-eyed girl? Come to think of it, I don't remember her whole name. Right, Asui Sachi. Sachi, huh? Well, she'll be Sachan then. When you finally introduce her to me, I'll call her Sachan. That reminds me, when I first met Akemi, she immediately gave me the nickname Ma-kun, and she didn't seem to care that I'd only know her for a minute. Not that I dislike her, but the speed at which she gets close to people is a bit unsettling, to say the least. Well, I'm not the one who's going to go meet her, Ma-kun. Hurry up and introduce her to us so I don't have to worry about befriending her on my own. I thought I would get to make decisions in this game.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
get
a
it.
novel.
In that case, how do I save? Oh,
You don't. You quit now.
It
Against
saves
himself.
after every act, or after every word.
all right. Okay, I just saved.
Or it doesn't say.
My brain isn't going to short out. Hey, wait a minute. Good luck. Thanks. I glance at the whining Akemi before packing up my lunchbox and leaving the classroom. I wish I
Saving the
could play
empty
Corpse
slot.
Party, but I'm scared. Of course, there's no
Is it
guarantee I'll...
scary?
Yeah, Corpse Party!
Oh.
Sachi is probably just finishing her lunch by now, and I'm
Corpse
sure
Party is
she'll go
scary.
somewhere else when she does. There's also the possibility she chose to eat somewhere else in order to avoid me. I guess I won't know until I go, though. Alright, she's here after all. Same place, same frightened look. Hey, how's it going? Hello!
Did
Is she on
I
guard
play
again
Corpse
this
Party?
time? She seems calmer than she did yesterday.
So.
Who played Corpse Party that I know?
Pudpa.
Oh.
It looks like she just finished her lunch. Her lunchbox is closed. Is that a new... Did she always have that bruise on her eye? I don't know.
Wait, let me see.
That seems...
Oh,
looks new.
That it kind of looks like a black eye.
Yeah. That looks
Like on
new.
her left.
Uh-huh.
Or right.
Her
No, that was
left.
there before.
Oh, okay. Now what do? I should think of something to say, first of all. I'm
know
not
what's
trying to
weird?
scare
Like-
you or anything. I just want to be friends, you know?
Both sides of her eyes like curl out.
Friends! Her darting eye tells me
Friend?
that I still don't have her trust yet. The only thing I can tell her for sure is that she's suspicious of me. Yeah, do you not want me here? You don't have to leave, but... In that case,
Please
can I
stay.
talk with you for the rest of the lunch break? Okay. Great, she hasn't rejected me yet. Alright, thanks.
Yet.
I sit down on the stairs next to her, same as yesterday. What were you talking about yesterday? Oh, right, something about books? Yeah, books. You like reading books, right? Do you read manga and stuff? I like reading novels mostly, just novels. I see, so you don't like manga then? No, I
She's
like
not a
them.
reader.
It's just, I don't have any money for manga novels either. I borrow books from the library, the school's library. I mean, they don't have manga. So that's it. Hey, if you want, I can lend you some of my manga. I have a few novels too, not just manga. But I figured that she'd be more interested in what she hasn't gotten as much of a chance to read. Are you sure? Yep. What
He's
genres do
gonna
you
give
like?
her
I
a
mean, I don't
hentai.
have a ton, but my collection's not too small either. I can lend you some of my favorites. Is it really okay? You wouldn't go out of your way you shouldn't go out of your way for me. I said it's fine. It's really not a big deal. I'm just happy we have something in common. I see. Thank you very much. Oh, she's smiling. Oh, how cute. Oh,
Oh,
pat
really?
pat. If you have some you want to read, let me know. So what genres do you like? Any
Hentai.
genre is fine. Besides, scary stories or painful ones. Horror is no good then? You don't have a favorite genre then? Sorry. Haha, there's no reason to apologize. Alright, the book you were reading yesterday, what was it? Can you let me see it? Oh, this? She points to the book she's laid aside next to her. It's a science fiction book. Sci-fi? You don't
She
look
is
like you'd be interested in that sort of thing. I read those too, actually. I really don't care about, genre. If it's interesting, I'll read it. Anything that's interesting is good, right? This looks like a good book. Anyway, I'll try to choose some I think you'll like. Why don't I bring some of the ones I usually recommend to people? Okay, I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. By the way, how is this book? I've heard of it before, but I've never actually read it. It's okay, I guess. There's a lot of less tension between us now than there was yesterday. Her voice is still shaky and afraid, but it looks like she's becoming a lot more comfortable with me. She may not be used to talking with other people, but it doesn't seem like she's opposed to a good conversation. And then the bell interrupts us. Time to go already, but at least I was able to talk to her more. That's something to be happy about. Oops, we should get going. Right! The two of us stand up and start heading down the stairs. Come back here tomorrow, okay? I'll bring the manga I promised. Oh, okay, Mamaru-senpai? Yeah? I stopped on the steps and turned back
Okay.
Her voice is so quiet. It's hard to hear over the sound of our footsteps. I'm really sorry. Really? I don't mind lending out 1 or 2 books. It's not that coming up here to talk to me. What is she getting at exactly? Usually when people offer to do nice things for you, you say thanks, not sorry. Not that you have to bow or anything like that. Actually, I should be thanking you for talking to me. Sorry! There you go again. Sorry. Thanks.
Sorry.
Thank you. Yep, glad I can help. We're descending the stairs as we talk, and before I know it, we're at the 2nd floor where my classroom is. She's got 1 more floor to go since she's a first-year student. Alright then, this is my stop. See you tomorrow. Sure, tomorrow then. We go our separate ways. Sachi goes to the 1st floor while I return to my classroom on this floor. Well, I did it. I only just met her, but surprisingly, we actually made a promise to meet up again. It's only been a
You're
day, but
already
It's only been a day, but I feel like we've gotten much closer. While I'm in my afternoon classes, I think about what kind of manga I should lend her and try to remember what's on my bookshelves. Are we friends? Damn, dude. Achievement unlocked. And then, the next day. Morning, I enter my
Damn.
classroom and notice that Akemi and Tom are already here. They already seem very confused as they look from me to the paper bag I'm holding. Well, Makun, what's that? Are you opening a store? I was talking To
Are
with
you
Sa-
opening a store? What is that supposed to mean?
I was talking to Sachi a bit yesterday, and I told her I'd lend her some manga. I think you brought a few too many. Thomas sounds more surprised than anything. Yeah, I think you're right. The medium-sized paper bag I brought seems to be sagging under the weight of the manga inside. Didn't you notice how heavy
His
it was when
entire
you tried to lift
collection.
it? I guess I didn't somehow. Is Sacha on an Amazon or something? She's gonna have a hard time carrying that bag home otherwise, you know? I'm starting to worry about that myself. I don't think it'll be impossible for her, but it'll probably be hard. Don't you think it
she's
would be
gonna
better
fall
to
on
give
her
the books to
herself.
her a few at a time? I guess so. I'll let her borrow them all eventually, I suppose. Aside from that, though, I've got some more urgent I need to take care of right now. I quickly turn to Akami and bow my head. Huh? What's up? Please let me see your homework. Damn, dude! You didn't do it? This is the second time today I've heard Tomo sounding surprised. That's a new record, I think. No, yesterday I was looking through my bookshelves trying to find books I could lend to Sachi. I was flipping through each book to determine whether or not it would be good for her, and well, that's all I ended up doing last night. You're saying you spent the whole day reading manga instead of doing your homework. I suppose that's it in a nutshell, but yeah. So, Akemi, help me out. Incidentally, there's a reason I'm asking Akemi. Despite the fact that she's kind of an airhead personality-wise, she's actually a really good student. I wouldn't say she's smart
What about the
exactly.
dude?
She seems like the studious type. That's not to say that Tamori's grades are bad or anything, but it's easier to ask Akemi than him. Huh, well, I guess I have to. I'll think of it as an investment into my future rendezvous with Sacha. Wait, don't put any weird obligations on me. No, I'm just setting the table so I can meet her sooner. Setting the table? We're not going out to eat. So you don't want to see my homework then? I will
opening the
concentrate
store
wholly on
either.
the work at hand, so please allow me to see it. Ooh, very nice, okay. Lunchtime! Before I can think about which books I'm going to lend her, I had to haul all the manga brought up the stairway on the roof first. Hey, what's up? Hello, Mamoru Senpai, what's that? Her gaze shifts onto my paper bag. Does it really stand out that much? I picked up some manga for you to read, but I guess I brought a few too many. There are a lot. Do you walk to school? Yes. I thought you might. I brought two or three different series, so go ahead and pick out what you want to read. You can take a few at a time. I don't want to overload you. Sorry! Nah, I'm the one who should be apologizing. Anyway, check these out. Okay! The bag crinkles as I dig my hand into it, and I pile a tower of manga onto the steps. Sachi cautiously extends her hand toward the tower, but she looks like she's about to commit some grave sin. I guess she's never borrowed manga from anyone before. She
She's
looks
about to commit.
she looks scared for some reason. I'm thirst.
God dang it.
Thirst.
Damn.
Her hair is
But-
doing the anime thing. I didn't notice
I
it.
don't like it.
What's the anime thing?
Where the eyes show through the hair.
Oh yeah. I
But
know
it's
what you're
just
talking
one
about.
One big eye, so you don't notice.
But she starts to flip through them, and she's reading the summaries and flipping through the pages of the books. Her expression loosened up little by
I
little.
thought it was just cut. The hair
This one
was
looks
cut that
really
way.
interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
Oh,
then
I saw a bunch of copies on
I
this
noticed
one
all the posters.
a little while ago. This one, if I remember right, they say they're going to make it
Maybe
into a movie.
Cyclops have X-ray vision.
So, did you find one you like? Yes, they all look so interesting. I can't decide. This one and this one. Wait, no, this one. I wait patiently as Sachi begins to fidget restlessly, and I turn her
she's
head
gonna
to
have
me.
a panic attack.
To guidance. There's no
Yeah.
hurry. I know. Pick whichever you want. The bell drowns my sentence. More time had passed than I realized. So sorry. Okay, I'll take this one and this one. Hey, are you doing anything after school, or are you going right home? I'm going right home. I can help you carry them to your house after class. Wait for me at the school gates. Huh? I hastily pack the manga back into the paper bag, and before she can say anything, I'm already heading down the stairs with the bag in my arms. Just before I turn the corner, I catch a glimpse of Sachi and say, "See you after school." Wait, Senpai!
That's rude.
Having one or more,
Oh, that's
having more or
You're
less
the
forced
senpai.
this onto her, I leave the shaken Sachi and return to my classroom. Damn, dude.
She's like gonna. she's gonna sit down on the stairs and start like
She's gonna throw up. That's what she's gonna do.
she's gonna puke on the stairs. Tomorrow when you go back to see, you can be like, "Was that stain?" No, don't worry about it. That was just
Wait.
my excitement.
But isn't she on the stairwell to the roof? Or she has a nervous breakdown?
Yeah.
She's gonna puke on the
Dude,
stairs.
she's got access to the roof. Who knows what she's gonna do?
She's gonna... I have no idea how far Sachi's house is from the school, but it wouldn't be right for her to make her carry all this time.
You
Come
did
to
say
think of
you
it, I don't
didn't
even know where her
know.
house is. I don't even know what I'm going to do if it's far in the opposite direction of my own house.
He's just invited himself to her house.
No, I agreed
He
to
lives
do
in like
this.
the land of the Cyclops.
It looks like you want to read these. Here you go. I'll just deliver them.
So if it was an opposite direction, I'll go all the way there. I really didn't think this through, did I? Now that I think about it, it's like I'm tricking her into showing me somewhere where her home is. Isn't it kind of
Yeah, it's kinda
creepy if
fucked up.
someone you've
that
only
not
known
your
for a few days finds out where you live? What if she doesn't?
that not
What
what
if she
you did?
does think I'm creepy? As I'm thinking about this, I
Why?
leave the gates and survey the area. Where is Sachi? I'm suddenly worried that she suddenly left without me. I guess I was
She's
too
home.
pushy. I didn't even wait for her to agree to let me walk her home. If she decided to go on home on her own, it wouldn't be out of place, and I would have no right to complain anyway. If that's the case, wouldn't she have come to my classroom to give me my manga first? To give me back my manga first? Senpai! No sooner do I hear her voice than I realize she's standing right next to me. Looking up, where the hell did she come from? She really snuck up on me. Shall we go?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I look over and I confront.
She was hiding in the trees. She was like,
She
oh,
grew like a plant from the earth.
She grew like a plant from me. Like the ground separates and she's like, like she wiggles up from the ground.
It's like the sidewalk starts cracking, a finger pops out, and it's her whole body.
but it all has to be silent.
And watch
so
as
you
she
don't hear
quickly
it.
leaves the campus, staring at
Oh,
the
yeah.
ground with an uneasy
She's a
inspection.
ninja.
She seems like she wants to avoid being seen. I continue after her, hauling the
ninja
heavy paper bag
Cyclops
along.
punch.
About 10 meters on, we turn down a narrow side road, and she slows down to a more normal pace before turning to look at me. She seems to have forgotten what she was about to say. Sorry for forcing you to do this. You must think I'm a jerk. No, you're not a jerk. I wouldn't go that far. I think I should go home alone. I don't want you to cause any trouble. I seem to think about it before thrusting the manga-filled bag at Sachi. She hurriedly throws out her arms to try to take it, but... Yeep! As I take my hands off the bag, Sachi falls forward under the weight. The bundle of books lands on... Yep, turns out she isn't an Amazon after all. See, that's too heavy for you, isn't it? That's why I'm carrying it for you. If you do hate me, though, you should say so. I pick up the bag of manga again. But isn't it going to be a pain for you? Nope, if it was a pain, I'd tell you. Sorry about it, Don't worry about it, Sachi. Aren't I the one being a pain here? If you think about it, isn't following someone I barely know to our house kind of rude? No, I don't mind if it's you following me to my house. Damn!
Damn. I don't mind.
Damn!
Follow me. You can
Really?
follow me anyway.
Really? Well, I'm glad then. So which way is your house? This way! Alright, let's get going. Okay!
It must be a very good stock with.
I know, right? The two of us start walking at a steady pace, side by side. Sachi takes short steps, but since I'm weighed down by the heavy books, I match her speed perfectly. What's up? Which way is your house? If it's in the opposite direction, I mean, if that's the case, I can carry the manga on my own. Interesting. Sachi started talking to me on her own. That makes me strangely happy, even if it's only a minor thing. Mamoru-senpai! No worries, this isn't the street I usually take, but my house is in this direction. What street do you turn on? I don't turn, the street changes, but basically I head in this direction the whole day. I see, that's good. My house is pretty much straight ahead, so we're probably right in the same neighborhood. Does it take long for you to get to school? I think I'm pretty close. It doesn't take me too long or anything. Is that so? Cool. Isn't that heavy? I can help you carry it. I'm telling you, it's fine. I did drag this all the way to school from my house this morning, you know. Oh, okay, sorry. Come on, I'm the one who invited myself to come along with you, so there's nothing you need to apologize for. You're not doing anything wrong. Well,
Is
okay,
this like-
thank you.
Is this like the type of paper bag you get when you go to the store and they're like paper or plastic? It's like one of
Nice.
those.
No problem anyway. Tomorrow's the weekend, isn't it? Don't worry about rushing through the books just to get them back to me. You have plenty of time after all. Yeah, I guess so. Thank you. The two of us lapse into silence for a little while as we continue on. On the way, I noticed something. Even though we're generally headed in the same direction we were when we started, Sachi keeps changing streets. I think it's because she's avoiding the streets with a lot of people on them. On top of that, whenever we get to the end of the street, she bows her head as she walks, looking at the ground. Hey, is your house on the other side of the shopping mall? I want her to stop looking down so I could strike up some conversation with her. No, we're not going that far. It's just a little farther from here. We should be able to see it soon. I see. My house is a little way behind us, and it's a different street, but we really are in the same neighborhood. Oh, really? Ah, that's my house over there. Oh.
Yeah.
She points out a house a little ways ahead of us. Oh, this is your place, huh? We've arrived at a solitary, small, nondescript house.
They're in the
Thank
same
you.
sidewalk.
Thank you very much. I can take them up to my room from here. Okay, sure. I gently hand her the manga, being sure not to drop it into her arms this time. Then, with a metal clack, the door to Sachi's house opens. Surprised, the two of us turn around. The woman who comes out stares at me for a moment, but she quickly focuses on Sachi, narrowing her eyes. Aunt Mayumi, are you going out? Sachi looks like she's about to cry as she lowers her head, trying to avoid looking at the woman. The person Sachi referred to as Aunt Mayumi is a slender woman with a perfect posture and two normal eyes instead of one giant one.
She looks dead on the inside.
Yes, something urgent has come at work, Sachi. Who is this boy? She looks over from top to bottom, her face grave and unsmiling, and her eyes creep onto the bag I gave Sachi. She's beautiful, but her stare is so icy it sends shivers down my spine.
Yeah,
This
she's
is
pretty hot.
this from school, a student. Sachi's voice is tiny, and she bows her head, flustered, and I'm not sure the woman can hear. Should I try to point that out? She turns to Sachi before she can speak. I open my own mouth. I'm Fukunaga Mamoru. I recently transferred schools and met Sachi a few days ago. I came with her so I could carry the bag of books and manga I'm letting her borrow. I tried to say this as politely as possible, but I'm probably talking way too quickly. I see. Thank you for doing that for her, Mamoru-kun. Oh god, I thought she was gonna be a bitch. What if she is a bitch?
Okay.
Low-key a bitch. Her speech is so
Sorry, what's
polite.
that?
Bitch. She's got leggings on.
Yeah.
She's
Oh damn, you're right.
a bitch. A business bitch.
Business. But she says that in a very flat tone, and it's hard to tell what she's thinking. Of course. Now I must get going, Sachi, since you're late. You'll have to eat alone. Okay. With that, the woman rushes out of the house. I watch her for a bit until she turns the street corner, but she never looks back this way. A family member, eh? You called her your aunt? Yeah, my mother's sister. I'm living with her right now. I see. I wanted to ask her about her family situation, but swallow the thought and ask what I think is more important. That woman, your Aunt Mayumi, does she treat you badly? Huh? Oh, no, not at all. I can't really seem to get close to her, though. Oh. I don't know if Sachi's bad at telling lies or not, but it doesn't seem like a lie, at least. She might be getting her injuries from being bullied at school, after all, but without knowing her family treated her, I couldn't be sure. Oh, okay, I'm going home. You can return the manga whenever. Oh,
Does she
sure,
have an
really?
eyebrow?
Huh? Yeah, it's
she have
so...
It's one eyebrow, right?
Yeah, it's one eyebrow.
Is it that line?
It's
right
the
there?
line.
Would it be a unibrow?
Alright. Well, it's one eyebrow over one eye, so is it a unibrow?
That's what I'm asking.
It's not two eyebrows connected.
Yeah.
Is it just one eyebrow? Well,
Maybe
alright,
it's-
by definition, I guess it's a single brow.
Yeah, it's a single brow. I'm worried that a relationship isn't coming along as I had hoped, but at least it doesn't seem like she's being abused by her family.
Or a transition.
At any rate, I think we've gotten just a little bit closer than we were before, and I smile as I think about that. God, I'm so creepy.
Yeah, you are. Stop.
I'm sorry. Oh, damn.
You can keep going.
Now the
Can-
bully saw you walking.
Have
with her, now you
one's
go.
eye on. Act
Does her,
3.
Can her aunt not afford to like let her have a different uniform that's Rip.
The next
Or
day,
is that a
Saturday.
Japanese
On the
thing?
days
Only
we
one
don't have
person-
school, I usually go hang out with Toma and Akemi. Today, though, it seems Akemi's busy, so instead I'm at Toma's house, browsing through his books. They're all hentai, I bet.
Hey, she smiled.
I know,
That is the
right?
creepiest smile ever.
Tomo has a minor collection
getting
of pretty
cuter.
interesting manga and novels,
Is it?
and it's not too unusual if we hang out in
Kind
his
of.
room every now and then. Oh
But-
damn! Look, he's so cash. Is Akemi still doing things with her club, ballet
is it-
club,
is
I
right?
mean, we
Is
can't
this,
look for
is it that boy?
Yes, the boy.
It's delayed.
No, she's at a birthday party for some third-year student she knows. Man, she's got a big network of friends.
What
Well,
year are these people then?
two,
Hey, what are
they're
you looking
second
at here on
year.
the desktop?
Wait,
Okay.
what if Akemi is part of the group that's bullying Sachi? Ah.
He's got a desktop
His
computer.
his
He's
his
better.
uniform. He's wearing basically his uniform,
Basically.
a little gray. He's wearing all black. Oh, is that a thing? Everyone wears all black.
She does
I've
have that kind of
noticed.
personality, but she's also pretty and she's good at studying
that
in
like a
sports. That's probably
traditional
what makes her so
Japanese uniform?
popular. Probably. Isn't she bothered by that? If she is, I've never heard her say so. As usual, he doesn't go into detail. The fact that only he replies with such non-committal answer is aggravating, so I try to probe him for more. Aren't you two going out?
He's
What's that
listless.
supposed to mean?
That's what he is.
No, I'm not mocking you or anything. The way you two are so close. I honestly thought you were going at it first. We've just known each other for a long time.
Omnibrow.
Do you want
It's
to?
WD and Omnibrow.
Who
Everybody
cares?
closes the one
Anyway,
eye.
what about you? If it looks like you've got a crush of your own. Damn, dude, it's pretty unusual for Tomo to change the topic so bluntly like that. Pointing that out might be
Caught
bad,
him.
though.
Caught him in the act.
Yeah, so I let it slide. How can you
Hashtag
think I have
exposed.
a crush? How can you think I have a crush on Akemi? Damn, not her. Don't you have a thing for the one-eyed girl in the first year classes that you're trying so hard to become friends with? You mean Sachi? Indeed, getting close to the girl with no friends who's bullied at school. If you're not doing it out of Akemi's levels of random kindness, poking her nose
Doing
into
it.
the girl's business is only going to cause trouble. What are you trying to achieve? Do you have a crush on her or something? No. Come to think of it, I've never considered
that's
why.
for me to know.
That's why I wanted to get close to Sachi so badly. Maybe I just got involved because I pitied her, like Thomas said, rather than out of kindness of my heart. I guess you
He
don't
should
even
pop
know
all
yourself.
of his colors.
Feeling uneasy with the silence I created between us, I blurted out the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
You're probably right. I suppose there was no need to answer like that, though. So anyway, what's
It really
going on
annoys
with
me
her?
how his shirt
Oh,
goes,
I ended up walking her back to her with
goes
her,
past his frickin'
so I could give her the manga all
jacket.
at once. To her house? That's pretty, daring. After that, I told him about the time I spent with Sachi so far. Even though it was a little hesitant when I started, as I go on telling Sachi's story, I reflect on it all and realize I've actually been having a good time. It's not like we did anything especially fun, but I've kinda enjoyed talking with her. Still, am I really doing this because I have some kind of crush on her? But I
thought
feel like...
Cyclops was their own race.
Are they a race?
I think so.
But I feel
Or
like
is it-
that's not an easy
wait.
question to answer. What?
But is she a cyclops or is she a girl with one eye? Because
She-
there's a difference.
This
I
is a
think
good
she's just a
point.
girl with a one eye.
Yeah, she's not like
Like,
a cyclops.
Have you
like
seen
in
that
the
baby that was
mythology,
born
right?
without a nose? That's basically her, but she
No.
was born with one
No,
eye.
I,
You haven't? It
never
fucking
seen
looks
that.
like a dolphin.
Ew. I don't want to see this.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
But like the chat's like, can you be racist to a cyclops? And we're trying to decide if a cyclops
There's a
is
race?
a race. Yeah. Or just
Because you pressed
Is it
charges, I'm dead.
or
Voldemort.
Getting
or is
closer.
Is it just like being mean to a girl, like bullying a girl who looks different?
Monday,
kinda
the beginning of the school week. I'm normally having to drag myself out of the house, my brain heavy with gloom and drowsiness, but today I'm feeling a little different as I walk down the street. I usually make a beeline towards school, but instead I'm straying from my normal path to take another nearby street there. It's not like it's a big loss of time, but since the fastest way to school is to go straight and ahead from my house, I don't normally use this road. Of course, it's
look
not
at
like
this
I'm
word.
choosing to go this way for no reason. I can go faster if I take streets without many people on them. And of course, even if it's unlikely, I thought that if I go this way, I might. As I walk on, I see a figure ahead of me. A torn
Kevin, you see
uniform,
that
the
picture?
messy
Oh my
hair, the
god,
slim build.
it is a dolphin baby.
And of course, the bandages
Its
on her
eyes are
head.
so
There's
far
no
apart.
mistaking who it is in front of me. Sachi! I speed up to catch her and nudge her shoulder. Hey, morning! Sachi turns toward me with a startled look on her face, no doubt from my sudden appearance. I guess I should have expected that kind of reaction. Ah, Mamoru-senpai, why are you here? Hey, sorry for sneaking up on you. My house is right near here. I mentioned that, then the route I normally take is just one street over. Oh, really? Yep, and I took this street hoping I'd see you. I didn't think I actually would, though. Do you mind if I walk to school with you? No. It doesn't really show in her expression, but I think I hear...
What would you do if you said yes?
Be like, damn, walks back.
Does the baby have like sinuses, or is there a nose behind the skin?
I don't know, fam.
What I'm
I have
saying.
no idea.
How was your weekend? Did you read some of the manga I lent you? Oh yes, I've already finished parts of the 2 series you lent me. Both of them were really good. Her tone is uncharacteristically lively. She's wearing a cheerful expression I've never seen until now, but her good mood kind of rubs off on me too. I'm glad then. I thought I should return the books I already finished with, so I brought them with me today. I said you could take your time, didn't I? Are you sure? Of course. What should I give you
Did she read them all
next?
already?
No,
How
she
did
read
you still have
some.
Bright Blood and,
Oh, actually, which of those
you
did
not
you like the best?
see a shot one?
Both were good, but I like this one the best. The one with the boy who can see ghosts. As we continue walking to the...
I see dead people.
Manifest yourself!
See them.
I think she can see dead people too.
Sachi has
That's
been
why she
barely
likes me.
talkative
She
on the
can
way there.
definitely see a
Holding an
lot.
actual conversation with me, carrying all
me
the
feel
manga
that
for
way.
her was definitely worth it if it makes her that happy. We're already here, huh? I usually walk to my school alone, but this is more
Hey,
fun.
so
Yeah.
how many things would you run into?
What?
How many things would you run into with one eye because you don't have depth perception?
You don't. You'd probably run into a lot, like
While we were
a
walking,
few
she was still
things,
keeping her eye
but
out for
could you
people, but
see,
I
like,
know that she
far
was
away?
mostly focusing on me. As we
I don't
entered
know.
the school, there were more prying eyes. However, she starts keeping her head down and walking on the side of the path to try to stay out of sight. Isn't there at least some way I can help her to feel more comfortable? If I have time, I think
Our
I'll
conversation was
take
talked
the
over
same
how
street
sad-
again today, if we're lucky. Maybe we
Oh.
can go home together again, as long as you don't mind that is. I don't mind or anything. I like being
Wink.
able to talk with you, senpai. Really,
Wink.
I'm
Wink,
glad
wink,
to
nudge,
hear
nudge.
it. Oh, I need to change my shoes. One sec. Right, me too. Looking down suddenly slows her pace and hides
Change
behind me as
shoes?
much as she can. Like she's trying to disappear.
Yeah,
I
they
shift
have
my
that
gaze in the
shoe rack
direction.
thing.
Oh,
She
yeah,
was looking
'cause
and
this is
see a
an
lone
anime
girl
thing.
passing in front of
Yeah.
the first year shoe rack. Oh damn, the bitch!
What?
Her
Are we
hair is dyed
distracting
blonde and
now?
she's wearing a short skirt. Even though we were always
Are we
a ways
about
from
to see
her,
the
I could
bitch?
see the sour look on her face. Wait,
Is
is
she
that the
basic?
Sadokawa girl? I asked quietly as I look over my shoulder while trying to keep Sachi hidden. You know her? No, I've only heard rumors about her. As I'm working out how to talk with the Sachi, the bell rings. The girl who I'm pretty sure is Sadawaka hears it and heads to her class.
She looks
It's
really
a good thing we
appalled.
weren't in a hurry. We just barely missed her as it looks. It looks like she's already gone, Sachi. You need to get going too, don't you? Sachi probably doesn't want to continue this line of conversation. I'm sure Sadawaka is definitely gone. And, with a sigh of relief, nods to Sachi. Oh yeah, right. Let me join you for lunch again. See you later.
She's a
Okay,
bitch 'cause she has
see
the
you.
short skirt.
Yeah, true.
She looked like someone just kicked her dog or something.
Like her eyes were like, how dare you? How fucking
Yeah.
dare you? I didn't notice. Did she have an eye closed?
No.
Oh,
That's why she's the antagonist.
oh you're right.
I get it.
'Cause so far, every character is like close their eyes like a lot.
Makes sense. That's because every other character supports.
Wait, where's
psychoticism.
Akemi? She had some business in the faculty room. She should be here soon. I see. Perfect.
Hashtag
Before she
dead.
gets here, there's something I wanted to ask you. What's up? Well, first, if we only have until Akemi comes back, I probably won't
You
be
were
able to
changed
go
by
into
the
detail
blonde
that
girl.
much. I want to know about the girl you mentioned before, the first-year student, Sadokawa. As soon as we started talking about her, Akemi got really quiet, so I figured it'd be better to ask when she's not around. You said you met her in the past? That's what you want, huh? Well, it's not like it's a secret, I suppose. We met her 2 years ago when Akemi and I were in our last year of middle school. Sadawaka transferred into our school. Since we were in a different grades, we didn't meet her right away, but even back when she seemed like a violent person, and rumors soon were made their way to us. Since then, Akemi with her motto at the time being love
Akemi.
and peace went
Got killed.
and tried to rehabilitate her. Somehow, I'm not surprised. Well, I didn't say she succeeded. Sadawaka made fun of her mercilessly, but even still, Akemi refused to give up. The girl's so damn stubborn. It's finally ended when the two got into a nasty fight. No one tried to stop them? Well, I rushed to intervene, but it's not like Akemi just stood there and took Sadakawa's blows. It looked like Akemi lost her cool and she fought Sadakawa with everything she had. That was not something I was expecting from her. What happened to her? It was not just a simple squabble. Akemi's always had good reflexes, and Sadakawa seemed to have a lot of experience in fights. They kicked and punched, and naturally they just started using their knees and elbows. I had to stop them. I never would have guessed Akemi would be able to fight. Even if I didn't know she could, I've known her for a long time. I saw a side of her I never knew existed that day. Did Sadakawa say anything to make Akemi go crazy? Really, I think when Sadakawa punched her in the face the first time, she flipped a switch inside Akemi. I guess when Akemi snapped, she really snapped. So right after the fight, Akemi became really depressed and was a totally different person for a while. Because she didn't win? If I had to guess, I'd say it was because she lost. Rather, I think the fact that she couldn't change Sadakawa became a huge shock to her. What do you mean? Akemi's really good at becoming friends with people. You have noticed that, haven't you? Yeah. No matter how gloomy and rebellious a person is, or how different their interests are to Akemi, she can always find something to be friendly about, but Sadakawa was not having any of that. After that day, whenever she got depressed, it was because she had come in contact with Sadakawa again. That's also surprising. Akemi always seems to be like the type to look forward no matter what. Well, the old Akemi was a real wimp at least. If she could try to make up with Sadakawa at some point, I think that might cheer her up. But those two are like oil and water. I can't force her to do that. No one can. I suppose it's best not to talk about Sadakawa in front of her then. Unless she brings it up herself, then yeah, I think that's wise. At least until she's had a change of heart, I think Akemi will find her own way to deal with it. You think so? Yeah, it seems like you want to ask around Sadakawa and Sachi's relationship. If you want, I could try asking around, see what people say. Recent information about Sadakawa might be more use to you than information about her past. Really? Yeah, that would be useful information to have. I appreciate your help. I guess the both of us are helping Sachi out in our own ways. Even if Tomo's not directly involved, I know I can rely on him for this, especially since he has a lot more connections than I do. Akemi and I will go into gather any info we hear. Sadakawa doesn't seem to be as violent as she was before, but it doesn't seem like Sachi-chan is asking for help either. Plus, I think Sadakawa is the only one bullying Sachi-chan. One victim and one tormentor, that wouldn't stand out too much. Most of the other students out of their class probably don't know anything about it. Whatever the other students and
What was the
teachers
name of this
think.
game?
Love at first sight.
Yeah. I doubt they
I'm
know
gonna
the whole story.
look up
Even
how
if
long
they
it is.
suspect what's going on, they'll most likely turn a blind eye to it. Since no one wants to get involved. So in other words, as it stands, no one's going to lift a finger to help Sachi. Precisely. Well then, if no one is involved, resolving this shouldn't be too hard. However, the other students think of Sachi. However, I'm pretty sure they'll turn as blind
I mean,
an
it
eye
says
to
a
you
short
helping
visual
her
novel.
as they have to Sadakawa abusing her. If Sadakawa's the one bullying her, then I think I should be able to get her to stop. That's assuming she doesn't have any friends in on it with her, of course. You probably could, but I doubt it'll go smoothly either way. Sachi has me, and I have you guys. We'll definitely work something out. I hope so. Sorry, I'm late, guys! Akemi calls out as she barges into her room, her loud voice disturbing the calm of the classroom. I'm starving! Wait, you two haven't eaten yet? Could it be that you were waiting for me? Oh right, I forgot about my lunch. So you weren't waiting for me then? What should I do? If I take my time eating now, I won't have time to go see Sachi. Why don't you eat over there? You've become good enough friends with her, haven't you? But Akemi just got here. I was late today, so don't worry about it. Just hurry up and introduce me to Sachan already. Fine, I get it, but thanks for everything, guys. Everything? Akemi, who hasn't been part of the conversation until now, tilts her head in confusion. Yeah, everything. Anyway, I'm going. Hey. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, Mamoru-senpai. Hello.
Hello.
It's like 2 to 3 hours long. Damn, we're
Yes,
halfway
no,
there.
Yeah,
Well, what if
someone's
you
asking
speed
how
run
long
it?
the game is?
Since
Well,
I didn't.
I don't know. Kyle's going pretty fast. And you might be over in like a minute.
Mm. Then any
I don't know
part
how
of my
long
lunch, I'm able to meet Sache a little earlier
What
than
chapter
last
are you
time.
on?
Damn, I don't know. Let me see.
I think 4.
3 or
I'm on
4?
chapter getting closer. Oh, no, wait, hold on. View wall of achievements. I'm on Act 4. Yeah.
Oh, Act 4. I don't know how many acts there are, so I'll check the Steam reviews or something. I don't know.
I'm guessing there's 6. Clear 5, Act 5, clear final act. Until now, she's always had a downcast about her. Does she smile? Mean like she's Does that smile mean she likes hanging out with me? I didn't manage to eat lunch before I came. Do you mind if I eat here? I don't mind, it's fine. Once again, I sit down in the same place on the steps. Huh, Sachi, where's your lunch? I already put away my lunchbox. I bet someone took it from her. For some reason, she looks away from me as she replies.
Damn.
Lunch break only started a little while ago, so I wouldn't be strange if she was still eating it when I got here, but I don't see her lunchbox anywhere. She is, however, holding one of the mango I
There's
let
some
her
next.
borrow.
Share it.
Okay. I start to feel a little uneasy. Even if she finished eating, she should still have her lunchbox around, at least. Where's your lunchbox?
It was the bitch.
Oh,
Sure
I
was.
accidentally forgot my lunchbox today. I'm starting to understand. I'm also starting to understand that
Didn't
she's a
you just
terrible
say that
liar.
she ate it?
Was it that Sadokawa girl? Huh? Why? Bingo. What happened?
Bingo.
Well, I waited for an answer, but none comes. It seems she doesn't want to talk about it. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but you haven't had anything for the lunch, right? As I study Sachi's troubled face, I realize she thinks I'm blaming her, but that'll make this harder to deal with. I can tell from Sachi's reaction to Sadoka's name that whatever happened is definitely that girl's fault, of course. Even if she tells me what happened, it's not like I can do anything about it right now. I should worry about what's going on in front of me. No, but I'm fine really. I wasn't that hungry anyway, and I usually don't eat that much in the first place. That's not really the issue, though. Can't
What
you
are
buy
you,
something
sugar?
at the cafeteria? I can lend you some money if you need it. You don't. It's fine. I'm okay. Really, for once, actually has some force in her voice. Since she's refusing to let me buy her lunch, she probably won't let me give her part of my own lunch either. But alright, I'll wait. I've got my lunch. Do you want some of that? No, you really don't have to. I said it's fine. I don't eat too much either. And besides, sitting here next to you and eating while you watch would be really rude. Really would. Even if I
That will be
don't
very rude.
want any
As you
food
would.
yourself. I move next to Sachi and open my lunchbox, and for a moment I worry that she'll try to avoid me like she did the first time I sat next to her. But she doesn't do anything like that. She just looks a little uneasy. Are you sure? Force feed her. Oh my god. She seems reluctant, but she
Do
turns to
it.
face me.
Yo,
Her
are we
stomach
gonna
lets
get
out a pitiful growl.
picture of him like feeding her?
Yo, dude.
Dude.
I know she's just trying to be polite, but she really can't hide how hungry she is anymore. Just ignore that, She hangs her head, ashamed of her rumbling stomach, but she's still not ready to give in.
She's blushing.
What is that noise?
What? Hold on, we
Jeez.
haven't gotten the picture yet.
I know she's not going to relent on her own, so I pick up a small piece of fried egg out of my lunchbox with my chopsticks and hold it up to her mouth. Come on, you're hungry. Huh? Wait, say, Sachi looks back and
looks
forth.
kinda
Several seconds later, she soon surrenders and opens her mouth. This is so weird. There. I stuffed a piece of egg into her and she starts chewing, her eyes shut tight. Do you like it? Yeah.
Do you like
Great.
it?
Next, open
Yeah.
up. I present the next bite I've gathered between her chopsticks to her. That's enough. I don't want you to have less food because of me. It's really no big deal.
What do I want? Let's food.
Damn, take the broccoli. Take my broccoli. As I watch Sachi meekly peck at the ends of my chopsticks, I start to feel like a mother bird feeding its chick or something. I can't help but think it's a little cute.
This is Kyle's game.
That's enough, really. Open wide. I can feel like someone else controlling my hand, but I'm not about to stop them. You could at least let me eat my... My son, no.
It's the hand
I'm
of
sure
God
this
going
isn't
through you.
the hand of God.
They're being super shy and super hungry, or like, please stop feeding me. This is really weird.
As I give her,
I
I
don't want
notice
to
that her
walk-
cheeks are getting redder and redder. She's so damn cute. Oh damn, dude. I've already eaten half your
Damn,
lunch. The rest is yours. She finally says, staring at her own hands. Sure enough, only half of my lunch is left. I suppose so. Are you sure you don't want any more? Just eat your lunch. Saki turns
Just
her.
eat your lunch.
Sorry, I got carried away. No, it's alright. I was happy you fed me some of your lunch. Wait, I mean, not literally fed me. I mean, I was happy you shared your lunchroom with me. It's like, this is so weird. This is not even the good anime visual novel dating sim weird. This is
No, it's-
this is
it's really
so
not.
weird. I
All
don't
that's happened,
I don't
he's-
feel
he's-
comfortable.
He's followed her home and then force fed her.
I
That's
don't like it.
What's
You wanna
weirder,
just end it?
this visual novel or the baby picture?
No. Of course, no
Other
problem.
than-
I suppose I'll clean up the rest. As I'm about to start what's left of my lunchbox, Sachi stares at me with the chopsticks. Oh. I should have realized
The
it sooner,
chat
but the
doesn't know what
chopsticks
to
about to eat with are the same ones I've been using just
I
a moment
feel
ago to put
violated.
food directly into Sachi's mouth. Sorry, I forgot. That would have been kind of gross, huh? No, I didn't really mind, but if you think it's gross, it might be best to wash them. Don't worry about me, though. I really don't care either, actually. If you're okay with me using them, I'm going to go right ahead and eat. Sure. This has gone a little awkward. I eat my food trying to not to think about it too much. Even though I'm trying to focus on eating, I keep catching myself stealing glances at Sachi out of the corner of my eye. Sachi opens
Why don't you
one of
just
the
turn it
manga as if
upside
to
down?
read it, but I understand that for some reason her eyes fixed on me as I eat my lunch. Whenever I look over, our eyes meet. Her cheeks are still red, but is she still embarrassed about me feeding her? Or is there another reason? Either way, it's getting really hard to focus on eating. Okay, I'm done. And then, as if
Why
on
don't you
cue,
just put the
the
chopsticks
bell
upside down?
rings, marking the end of lunchtime. Already, huh? I guess we did take a while to eat. I guess so. Oh, let me give you back the manga I borrowed. I brought all the ones I finished. Cool, I'll pick out the next ones in the series for when I see you again. Thank you! I gather up
The
my empty
chat.
lunchbox and manga and start heading down the stairs to my classroom as Sachi follows me. Hey, why don't we walk home together again after school if it's not too much trouble for you? I mean, it's so nice to have a friend who lives nearby. Sure, I'd be happy to. Is this a romance?
The chat is like, please stop. I'm scared. I feel violated.
I don't like it either. I don't know how we ended up doing this, like going to and from school and eating lunch together, but it
Peer
makes
pressure.
Sachi happy. Why should I care about how it happened? Most of all, being together makes her happy. Then I'm happy too.
If you need someone to blame the person who created peer pressure.
Blame
School's almost
the
over.
person who bought
As I
this
return to
statue.
my classroom.
Wasn't that you?
Yeah, it was him. I realized something. I'm
my
happy that
fault.
we promised to
I
go home
caused
together,
this.
but we never chose a place to meet before we parted ways. If I wait by the gates like last time, she'll probably come by, but Sadawaka might also be around. Maybe I should take a peek into the classroom instead. And as I'm trying to decide, the bell rings, finally signaling the end of the day's classes. I take my bag and hurry towards Sachi's classroom. I rush down the stairs as I reach the first floor, and I could see that the first-year students are already falling out of the hall, and I quicken my pace to Sachi's classroom. And the moment I step into one in front of the classroom doors, someone flies out into me. The impact knocks us both off balance, and I see she's about to go down. I reflexively reach out to catch her. Everything okay? Excuse me, senpai! The student who
And she
just
can
flew into
grab
my
her boobs.
arms and who I'm holding on to tightly is none other than Sachi. We stare at each other in astonishment.
Darn him.
And then I see another, oh damn,
Oh.
behind Sachi, who is also looking on in astonishment. Sadokawa Rui, did she push Sachi out the door? Now I know she's the reason Sachi had no lunch today. Sadawaka's surprise expression turns angry. She glares at me menacingly as she starts to speak. Who the hell are you? Some upperclassman? Yeah, second year. But she doesn't let this get in the way of her anger. Dang, she has fangs. Oh really? Then what are you doing in the first year floor? I came to see Sachi. For a moment, Sadokawa looks surprised again as she sizes
She looks
the two
kinda
of
like
us
a
up. Sachi regains her balance as she separates herself from me. Then she tries to take a step back, retreating from Sadokawa's presence. She's
She
not
does
trying
have
to run
friends.
away, though. Is it because I'm here? Her eye darts back, dart. Hey, are you starting a freak show, senpai? If you think it's okay to force your friends into freak shows, you really messed up. That's really pitiful. The girl's more prickly than I imagined. Naturally, my insult just annoys her more. I'm not sure if this actually got to her or not, but she pins a hostile glare at me. Oh yes, well, excuse me, she really does not have any talents to display, and dressing her up as a clown would only disgust people, of course. You are right. And insincerely polite words that Sadokawa spits at me for dripping with venom and malice. If this is what made Akemi snap, I don't blame her. I think she's more suited to the role of a heroine than a clown. Her, at best, the one-eyed thing that looks like it stepped out of a fairy tale will become some wretched beggar on the streets. Yeah, maybe she did step out of a fairy tale. If I had to guess, I'd say it was Cinderella. She's definitely plagued by something like an evil stepsister. You know that story, don't you? Oh, that's a good joke, but if you're casting parts, I think I'd rather be the fairy godmother who turns the pumpkin into a carriage. Making Cinderella get run over by her carriage would be a pretty neat twist, don't you think? Our verbal duel continues for a while. She's wearing a vicious grin on her face, but the fire in her eyes grows hotter and hotter, and I can feel the heat in her stare. I refuse to look away, however, and I feel like this friction of our clashing gazes might set the whole hallway ablaze. Senpai? Sachi tugs on my sleeve, pulling me back into reality. Several students seem to have gathered around us to watch our fight. Here I am, a lone second-year student in front of the first-year classrooms, completely out of place. I should not be drawing this much attention to myself. Sorry.
Yeah, you
Let's go,
fucking
Sachi. I take Sachi's hand and turn my back on Sadokawa. Grr, I'm still pissed and I want to turn around and go after her again, but Sadokawa stays quiet. Sorry about that just now. I really made a fool of myself. We leave the school at a hurried pace, but once we're outside the gates and start heading home, we slow down a bit. No, it's okay. You came right when I fell, and you protected me from Sadokawa-san. Thank you for that. Hey, it's probably none of my business, but if you're having trouble and you need help, you can ask me anytime. Thank you, Sachi replies after a short pause, looking somewhat puzzled. We might have become friends, but I guess we're not close enough for her to be comfortable trusting me with that sort of thing yet. You know, everything you need, I just want to help. Okay. By the way, if you like the books I gave you, I have some more from that author. Oh, really? I changed the subject to a lighter topic. Going home together should be more fun than this. At the very least, I want to see her smile more while we're together. I think those are the ones I should lend you next. Do you want to read them? Sure, that sounds great. I look forward to it. Oh, damn.
Did the other
Oh,
girl
damn.
take the books that she had already?
Oh, damn. I don't like this. No. I
Damn,
don't like
what?
this. I don't like
Yeah.
this.
We
I
haven't
don't
gotten
like
to it
this.
yet.
I'm saving it. Damn, dude. Damn, dude. It's 1 p.m. Do I really want to continue? That was just weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't
That's
like it.
okay with me.
I don't like it.
Oh.
I don't like it. What
Oh
time is
my.
it? Oh, damn.
Oh my.